I need the car that's off the hook. Old school dope look. Paint job got them shook.
You are now listening to a Power Requires Hustle presentation. What up, world? This is King Kold the Rapper. We're hanging out in the Rabbit Hole studio, and I got my buddies with me, man. It's a full house tonight, baby. Starting off, I got the usual but unusual Cooper Poco. Say what up, Cooper.
What up, world?
Yeah, he's loud as fuck, I know. Yo, I got my boy Cluid in the house. Cluid, say what up.
Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Hey.
Yo, Cooper over there, man, is a Power Requires Hustle artist. He just dropped some fucking hot shit in this motherfucking studio tonight, baby. Y'all don't even understand the tight-ass track this man just came in here and dropped. He didn't even know I was going to say that shit, but I did.
I didn't know I was
Yes,
a
sir.
rapper, Rich.
Not you, dumb
You
dick.
said
I'm
my
talking
name.
I'm talking about Cluid.
You said my name. You
I
said
introduced
Cooper's out
you.
here on the mic, killing it.
Well, then you better...
Cleveland just killed it.
You better start recording some shit then. Look, it don't fucking... This is why it's horrible to have so many people at once. All right. Also, man, we got Kannon in the house. Say what up, Kannon.
What's up?
Yo, and we got Sega in the house. Say what up, Sega.
What up, world?
What up, world? Bastard, taking my shit. No, but hey, so we're in the house. We're talking about some good shit, having some good times, and we got some stuff to go over. First and foremost, AEW and NXT is hot and trotting. You know, every Wednesday night they banging heads and trying to get the absolute best ratings that they can. Fine and dandy. It's a free world. And they can do what they want. But how are we looking as far as their ratings go?
As lately, some of the last ones we have is they're driving pretty close together. AEW is drawn in on December 6th. They had 30,000 views. And on the 13th, they had 20,000. With that, WWE Raw drew in 270,000 on December 4th. Along with that, on 7th, they had 222,000. It's just been a battle between everybody. Raw, SmackDown, AEW, WE. It's been quite tight between everyone.
Nice. That's good, man, because competition is a beautiful thing in all aspects of art, and wrestling is a very competitive thing. It just is. So, like, the more companies that are out there existing, man, the better it is for the guys that are out there working.
But they said with that everything's pretty down right now. Let's see.
I mean, they've been steady taking the hit, like all of wrestling has. Because, like, people are getting to the point where they're like, there's other shit going on. There's 11 streaming services you can watch 24/7. Like, bruh, you expect me to have time for cable? I don't know where the fuck I'm going to be at Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I'm in the world doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
They have fallen down to number 19, being that they are down 11.5% of the 916,000 views they had last week.
That's killing them, man. But that is the business. It really is, dude. The wrestling business has taken a hit. But you got to think sports are popping right now. So, like, a lot of times they're competing with do you want to watch the NFL or do you want to watch AEW or do you want to watch WWE or
every day of the week?
Yeah, literally every day.
Football's popping.
And dude, if you really like sports, you're watching highlights of all that shit when there's not something on there. So, like, it's a hard thing to ask a dude to just drop everything he loves.
That heavy betting game, everybody's been on it.
The what?
Betting.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's since the dawn of time, baby.
It's been really up
since
this
two
year
cavemen had a
heard.
pissing contest. Yeah, no doubt. Betting is a serious thing. And, I mean, there's so many online betting sites that you could go to, too.
Many,
we're going to start, we're going to have a whole episode about that. You know, just a whole bunch of shit. So, Cluid, man, you want to talk about Juice WRLD passing away, baby?
Yeah. I think it shocked a lot of people.
100%.
Like, nobody... I honestly, when I first seen him on Tim Westwood, I roughly think that's about when he started popping. You know, I thought, like, hey, this guy's got solid fucking future, you know? Like, he's gonna make it a decade. He's gonna, like, this man is crazy, bro. You know?
It is. And for people that don't know, because they're underneath a rock, Juice WRLD passed away.
It is December 8th.
Yeah, December 8th. Well, you can't say of this year because
2019.
there we are, dick
My
face.
bad.
There we are. All right. So, the man passed away. He overdosed on opiate pills when his bus was infiltrated by the United States government because they found out that he had marijuana, which is ironically legal every motherfucking where, but for some reason they wanted to take that man's 71 pounds of marijuana. Now
I mean, that's a lot, man.
it's a lot of weed, but fuck it, he's got a whole entourage. There was how many people on that private plane? Everybody smokes 2 ounces. How much weed you got when you come back from? I mean, you got a lot. All right, fair enough.
Sure enough.
Yeah. Either way, it's just a plant. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a shitty thing for a young person that had their whole future ahead of them to
He was
die
in
over.
Chicago, right?
Yeah,
He was
going
in
from
Chicago going
Chicago
to.
to LA. Yep.
I thought
That
he
means
was
probably
going
less than 30
to.
ways to be okay.
I thought he was going from Chicago to Australia,
Let's see.
if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he had to bounce from L.A. to Chicago, or from.
Juice WRLD was airborne from LA to Chicago late Saturday night into
Oh,
early
he was
Sunday
going back
morning.
to Chicago,
Yeah,
which
back to
makes
Chicago.
sense, because
Mhm.
yeah.
On the way back
And
down.
dude, I was told that the pilot dropped a fucking dime on him, and I'm like, dude, that man
No shit.
died because that pilot fucking told on him. That's some shitty stuff, man.
That's wild.
Because it was his personal chartered flight, so he wasn't endangering any civilians. You know what I'm saying? This was a carrier plane, and I've been on the carrier plane because NBC got me a carrier plane when I went up there to do the Jerry Springer show. Look that shit up. Google me, baby. I'm everywhere. But dude, it just sucks that a young person, died from something so shitty, and that's a horrible way to go. 100%.
He
You
was,
still need
Yeah.
to tell me that Jerry Springer episode, by the way.
100% I will. Yeah,
But-
we'll find it one
but
point.
it's just a shame that all these rappers are dying so young.
Well, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
young people
I'm
in general.
21. He died at age 21.
Yeah, he just
That's
turned
crazy.
21.
And, like,
I mean-
it's the past 3 years, 2 or 3 years, roughly. We've
Mhm.
lost literally Lil Peep,
X.
Juice, Mac Miller.
But X got shot. That's
True.
different. That man
True.
got blasted. That's different. He got
That's true,
shot.
but it's a lot of rappers that die in 1 year.
I mean,
lot.
yeah,
That's a lot, man.
like I look at myself being 33 and getting this rap money, and I'm like an old head, and I'm like a village elder on default because I just survived everybody else. And dude, it's shitty to think of that, but I literally have some of my best friends that hit record while I rap that have passed away. You know what I'm saying? So like to outlive younger people is a fucked up thing, and to like literally go to all these funerals because like this happened and that happened and that happened. Like literally, I average 4 of them a fucking year, bruh. And it's something old people have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it sucks the kid died. Really is, man. It's a shame. It really is. So let's switch to something a little fucking more bubbly. So Chris Jericho's been catching some shit because he's how old is Chris Jericho? Can you bring that up for me?
Yeah.
We got all kinds of people hitting their Google machine. We don't like Google though because they ain't endorsing us, so we won't ever mention them again.
He is 49 years old.
Okay, so Chris Jericho's 49. He's out there in the world getting it. He signed the biggest contract of his career, of his life. It's a big ass contract, and he's on cable every week.
Mm-hmm.
He's pushing that product. He's not a Brock Lesnar champion, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's there, getting it, putting his face on the product, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
just
saying?
being a part of the whole deal
Yeah.
now.
But people gave him some shit because he's gained a little bit of weight. I'm like, bruh, it's shitty because I mean this guy is literally one of the most athletic wrestlers I've ever seen, and he's just now like I remember 5 years ago, you would not see the man actually drink a drink. Like, he would only drink vodka on the rocks because it has no calories, nothing in it. It's literally a glass of yell at your wife. That's all it is. That's all it is, dude. Vodka on the rocks is what the man would drink. And he did that literally for years. And so much so that Ric Flair was like, I don't see how he fucking does it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, Ric
Right.
Flair has to have something
Right.
sweet in his drink.
I'm on Reddit right now, and that's the reason people are saying it.
Another company
all
that
the
don't pay
bubbly.
us. Yeah, that's his like thing, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, get some of the bubbly. You know
Can't
what I'm
take
saying?
away the bubbly. It's like taking the stogie away from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that's real
That's
shit.
just
man.
their thing. You can't take
The-
the weed from Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg don't endorse us either. You were just name dropping tonight. Why don't you just be like, Sears has a sale on? They don't though, cause they don't exist here anymore.
But,
Sponsor us.
but going off that Reddit, Jim,
Sears today, gone tomorrow. Sue me, bitches.
Going off Reddit though, they said this might be the character that he's developing. Just his WWE persona of how he's going on.
I mean, that makes sense because if
just
you
the
think about it.
clothes, his hair, you know, just his current style right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's the lead singer of a rock
Yeah.
band, like, for Shoot. So, like, that's, yeah, like Fozzy. He's the lead singer of Fozzy. Those motherfuckers have gone on some major tours. They opened up, or, like, shared a tour with Judas Priest. You know, those motherfuckers been out there in the world.
Dude's a busy man.
Yeah, no doubt. He did this, he was the first time, it was the first time a wrestling company chartered the fucking boat. But he chartered the cruise line, and he had the Jericho cruise over the summer. And they had, like, I think it was like 6 or 7 nights of just wrestling and rock music and, you know, all kinds of shit. And I remember I hit up Conan. I was like, yo, why don't you get me on this motherfucking boat, baby? Let me get up there and, you know, spit some bars. And I don't think that Chris Jericho liked the idea of there being another wrestler that also does music.
Yeah.
But I'll be doing music after he passes away, so yeah.
you said I'm next in line.
I'm next, baby. Oh yeah, that's good shit. But so we've gotten some really good exposure lately with our podcasts, man. They're branching out there, they're getting out there in the world. And it's some good positive shit, man. We got younger people in the house with us this evening, you know. Our buddy Alex over there is a younger guy in the game trying to learn podcasting and how it works out. And he's a game fanatic, as is our buddy Cooper here. This man is always uploading some videos of some shit he's playing.
Whether it's
If you want to,
games.
you could drop your channel.
Hit me up on YouTube. Killing Cooper is my name. Got games of my friends, local games, Xbox, PC. I don't upload daily, but I got things every month.
Yeah, fresh to death. Cluid, you wanna drop your little tag on it? You wanna drop your little 2 cents here?
I mean, I ain't got shit, but Get at Clud's my YouTube. That's my name for every social media. So get at me.
Get at Cluid.
Remember the name.
Find him on Twitter, baby. No doubt. Hey, you got a YouTube channel, don't you? You don't have a YouTube
No.
channel? What's your gamer tag? Drop your gamer tag on.
Bendy Spy 84392.
Okay, say that slower.
Bendy Spy 84392.
Bendy Spy 84392.
There you are.
There you are, good sir.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
To millions of viewers, you shall go. Hopefully, they send you titties in the inbox. I don't even know if they could do that, but they.
Yeah, reach
they
out.
Oh, they really can do that. They can send you titties. That's phenomenal.
Self-brand yourself.
That's
Hit me
great.
up.
Yes, no doubt. Yeah. But dude, okay. So where are we at in the world? What else we got?
Illinois and tobacco.
Okay. So Illinois is legalizing weed. Are we even excited about that? Is anybody hype about that?
Well, that's not our state, so.
But we could throw a brick at it.
Right, it's still interesting.
That's right there.
I mean, it's still legal to go over there, smoke a J, and
Right.
come back. You know what I mean?
That's true,
Right,
but you
yeah.
can't drive hot with it. You gotta give it some time to
no.
wait. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Okay, so how does this affect our world, though, gentlemen? That's what I'm asking y'all, man. How does it affect you guys
it's-
individually?
it's
Are you
crazy to
excited
see.
about it?
because this is now, what number is this of states that legalize? Illinois will be the 11th state out of the 50 states that legalize, and it's recreational for adults.
Do they go straight to recreational then?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
It passed through on May 31st, and then it should be going into play
January 1st, 2020.
January.
Yeah.
Not too long now.
Why is it
I'm really excited for this, too, because, I mean, that's one of the bordering states to our state right now.
Right.
Mhm.
So that's just,
Yeah.
we have a surrounding now. We got Illinois, we got Michigan now.
Right.
Soon enough, we're going to have to legalize it sooner or later.
Yeah, no
Or
doubt.
else
No.
People are just going to
There's
get...
some Indiana kids. All our states are rivaling us.
Yeah.
All going legal or recreational, medical.
But I mean, you got to think about it. All the states around us that are doing that have tax deficits that are out of this fucking world. And we're so far ahead of the game.
Right.
Like, our state is still alive, kicking, and we haven't had to bail ourselves out. You know? So, like, there's something to be proud about with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the workhorse of America, if you really think about it. That's real shit.
Right,
So,
but-
like, I mean, and you got to think about it, how many big industries that we have here
Well, we
that
got
would
Kold.
immediately be conflicted the second that we legalize weed. All the factories that'll be up in arms, and, like, they'll still be drug testing people, but technically it won't be illegal. So then it turns into, like, well, how much do you have in your
Yeah.
system? And then they're like, you know, extra testing your piss. And dude, it's just going to get ridiculous. It's going to get to
Right.
the point where, like, you either let them do it or you don't.
That's
you
where
know?
the issue is, when it's just individual states that
Yeah.
are legalizing it. And you have different laws, different regulations for every state. So that makes problems for, you know, going state to state.
Yeah, you know, that's what happens when you have
Uh-huh.
your individual, you know, democracies.
I mean, it brings in jobs, but it, like you said, it does make a lot of problems for other
Oh,
companies and big
100%.
names.
Yeah, it fucks up a lot of stuff. Alex, how you feel about legalizing marijuana? You think it's a good idea, good industry?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many benefits in it. There's so many benefits in it. I mean, it's ridiculous that it's not already legal everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, hemp string alone is, you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things you can make out of marijuana, whether it's clothing, they're making cement out of it,
Yeah,
food
Right.
products, medical, recreational. There's just so many different things that they're finding out that can be so, you know, useful, resourceful, you know. It takes, you know, how much time to grow a pot plant, to grow a tree, when they
Exactly.
can produce, you know, clothing, so many different products
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
such a shorter time.
yeah. I agree, 100%. Like, it's just something that they need to look into.
Mhm.
Like, not just with marijuana, but like definitely the hemp could help us out a tremendous amount. So let's flip that coin and go on to our other hot topic of the week. And it is, they have raised the age for tobacco to 21.
Oh,
And white trash kids with meth mouth everywhere are upset and up in arms.
Well, where this whole thing started originated with all the vaping, and how the issue was that they believed that flavored vaping, you know, different flavors were attracting to kids. But the issue is they pushed it to be to 21. The issue that a lot of people have with that is that's not going to stop people from smoking. And you got to think, whenever you become 18, what are you classified as? An adult. Whenever you do somebody classifying as adult, it should be across the board. When you're 18, you can vote, you can buy tobacco, get a house. I mean, you can do so many different things.
Do a line off a
18.
whore's ass, baby.
Hey.
Go and live.
But,
Go and
but what
live,
I
baby.
say is, if
No,
it should be across the board.
I mean, and that's rightfully so. Now, I looked at it from a different perspective, and I was like, what if they raised the drinking age to 31? How many lives would be saved? How many? But on the
Right.
other side of the coin, how many businesses would fail because bars were like, you know, I mean, that's your
Mhm.
unless you're slinging margaritas to fucking middle-aged people, bro, you are gonna tank, baby, for real. Not to mention college nights, strip clubs, like it'd be tragic. But But really, how many lives would be saved? And is that less important than the money? You know what I'm saying? Because people could get different jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what value do you put on a human life if you really think about it? You can't. So, like, all those people that would lose their jobs or they would have to adjust to it, it is what it is. I was a bartender when they made people in Vanderbilt County have to smoke outside. So, like, you couldn't smoke inside anymore. Yeah. And, like, it was a weird change because I noticed that a lot of motherfucking people were complaining about it, but there were more people that enjoyed smoking in the bar. But because the small little bit of people complained about it, the Vanderbilt County fucking slid on it and let it be what it is. But if you own your individual establishment, like and it's a private establishment, you can allow smoking in that motherfucker if you want to, which is the most fucking American thing I've ever heard of in my life. But it's just a really weird thing that like a minority group of people made a decision for the majority of humanity, and we just let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't take our guns away from us, but we sure the fuck can't order ammunition off of Amazon. So it's like, but you get what I'm saying. It's
right.
like,
I buy parts for my gun off of eBay to tell you. Anyway.
But
That's
it's
crazy.
It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where like we have allowed society to bend and break to everybody's individual needs, and now it's just like so blah.
So bleh.
Like, you know how long it's been since I've gone to a bar and sat down and drank a motherfucking beer and just enjoy myself in public? Been a long fucking time. You want to know why? Because I cannot enjoy myself in public.
Yeah.
It's real shit. I used to love doing it. Now it's like, bro, I can't be out and about. All those motherfucking humans around me and shit. No. That's why I love the job that I have now. You know who I work with? 3-4 people a day max. Every once in a while I have to see a supervisor here and there. I got somebody to answer to. For the most part, no society, no issues. You know what I'm saying? Alright, world. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to peace out because we got things to do. But follow King Kold at The Real King Kold on Twitter and at The Real King Kold on Instagram. Chia. Also, Cluid, do you want to say bye to these fine people?
Yeah. Make sure you get at Cluid on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, of course.
Yep, no doubt.
Thank you for another episode of Power Plays.
Now,
Hit up Cluid, King Kold, and Killing Cooper.
Killing Cooper. Hey, Sega, you want to say bye to these fine people?
Say bye.
Say bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I ain't famous, but hit me up on Steam at Big Ounce, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you, world. Follow us, subscribe, share this. We love you.
I need the car that's off the hook. Old school dope look. Paint job got them shook.
You are now
Creepy
listening
but
to a
clean
Power
like
Requires
Stephen
Hustle
King.
presentation.